Hello, everybody. We are back with our second game of tonight's doubleheader. This is the Junior Basketball Association historic inaugural season. We're on our fifth stop here in Strong Island, New York. We are here to watch the New York Ballers take on the Los Angeles Ballers. Folks, coastal rivalry. This is a rematch, a revenge game for this New York team who took an L earlier in this season. LA decided they were not going to let New York Millie Rock on their block, folks, and we're here today. My name is Alan A.B. Bell, A.B. the Hero Bell, and I'm here with Brandon Williams talking with Fresh. How you feeling about today?
I feel good, man. After the game one that we just had, our first really game winner of this JBA season. Almost a buzzer beater, but definitely a game winner. But I can't wait to see this second matchup between the LA Ballers and the New York Ballers, especially with New York coming off their first win, representing for the home crowd. And a pretty nice crowd to get that. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
As both teams are playing with some good momentum right now. This Los Angeles team beat a very good Seattle team, a team who a lot of folks feel like are in the top three in the Junior Basketball Association. New York able to get their first win in their last game over the Dallas Ballers. Two teams coming off 2 wins, looking to get a W here tonight. I'm excited to see the 6th man, this New York crowd who was pretty raucous during that first game, turn it up another notch as their New York squad takes the court.
Well, I talked about it in the last broadcast where our past 2 cities have really showed out, Chicago being the first one, Dallas being the second one, and if this New York team, this New York crowd can do the same thing, I have pretty high hopes that they can keep this pretty close with this LA team.
And both teams entered the building today with some pretty strong focus. Let's check them out in warm-ups. All right, welcome back, folks. We are coming to you live today from New York, Strong Island, Long Island, New York, here at Hofstra University, David Max Arena. And this is our second game of the night. Earlier, we watched the Chicago Ballers take on the Philadelphia Ballers in a very close game. Philadelphia with a close loss, losing to Chicago on a buzzer beater finish from Keezo Brown from that Chicago Ballers team. Keezo finishing with 18 points. But tonight, we're here to see the Los Angeles Ballers versus the New York Ballers. And we have LaMelo Ball entering the building, 16-year-old basketball phenom. He's a guy who's going to bring the crowd out. And this New York crowd is definitely out today for this game.
Absolutely, and I noted in the last broadcast how it seemed like there was about 100 fans who were lining up to meet Lonzo and LeVar Ball. And that type of energy, as you can probably see now on your screens, that's what this New York team is going to need in order to take down this LA team. They're going to need that 6th man. Same thing that happened in Chicago, same thing that almost happened yesterday in Dallas. That same type of energy is what this New York team is going to need. Let's see if they can pull out a victory tonight.
Yeah. Yes, we've seen a few games in our past couple stops where that hometown team, who may have been an underdog, was able to either make the game closer than it should have been or pull out a W because of the help of the 6th man. This New York squad who faced this LA team earlier in LA got dominated. They're definitely going to need the assistance of this hometown crowd if they have a chance pulling out this W this afternoon.
Well, I'm looking for another player besides LaMelo to step up just the same way that Niles Malone has been doing. He's going to have to make sure that he does the same thing tonight in order to take down this New York team. They are hungry. They're at home. Strong Island, Long Island, New York. They're looking to put on for their hometown fans. But on the flip side, New York now has a new player, Nolan Irby, And the coaches are very high on this kid. They also believe with the new style of play that they're starting to embody now with this, on the defensive end especially, they believe that they have what it takes to make this a very entertaining game and possibly come away with the W, AB.
Yes, yes. New York looked really, really good in their last game versus Dallas. We've seen they sewed up a lot of the chemistry issues that they had early on in the season. Defensively, they incorporated a new style, like you mentioned. And offensively, we've seen Jerry Antoine get it going and be a leader for that team, as some of the coaches on that New York squad mentioned that was his role.
Well, like you said, the coaches are very high on Jerry Antoine, and he definitely showed up and showed out in the last game. Same thing with a lot of the other players. Calvin Brown has been a huge staple to this team from day one. And also Morrisana Kamara, pretty much the heart and soul of this team, who runs the point for the New York squad. Huge defensive presence, also does it on the offensive end as well.
Yes, this definitely should be a hard-fought game. New York, who's going to try to make this a very defensive-minded game, versus this Los Angeles team who is going to try to get as many points on the board as they can. They're shooting for 150, and when you got Niles Malone, Oakland's finest, dropping 40, you got LaMelo, who wants to drop 40, Greg Floyd, who's going for 30 and 30. They're going to fill up the bucket fast. This New York team has a tough task in front of them to slow them down. All right, let's take a moment for the national anthem. Let's get this game underway. Got the starting five here for these Los Angeles Ballers. And this is a star-studded cast. LaMelo Ball, everyone knows his story. Professional, played for BCV Totas for a season. Definitely has played against different levels of competition than anybody on this court. This is his second stint as a professional player here in the Junior Basketball Association. Number 2 on the second leading scorer on that squad, or really the leading scorer, Niles Malone, averaging 40 and 40 in the first 2 games. A guy who can fill up the bucket for that team. And one of the sleepers on that Los Angeles squad in that starting lineup is Taylor Kirkham. A guy who is going to be saucy all night long.
Absolutely.
Get the saucy counter started, because Taylor Kirkham is going to have that saucy meter going through the roof.
You also don't want to leave him open, because he's definitely someone who can hurt you from deep as well.
Starters for New York. You've seen those as well, and got a pretty clutch starting lineup as well. Calvin Brown, 27 points in his last outing in that win versus Dallas. He's a guy who's going to do it outside and inside for this New York squad. He's going to play big for them in a matchup versus Demba Timbo. Calvin and Demba both tried out at New York together, so they're familiar with playing head-to-head with each other. Calvin knows what to expect from the 7-1 center for this Los Angeles team. He's not afraid.
Now, what I'm looking for LaMelo Ball tonight is, we've talked about in the past 2 games, he's actually done rather well on the offensive end in terms of, you know, getting to the basket, scoring that way. Just want to see how he does from deep, see if he can get those 3 balls to fall.
Timbo wins the tip for these Los Angeles Ballers. Niles Malone brings it up court. Kicking it down to Demba. They trying to go. Demba with a nice move, unable to finish. LaMelo with the board.
Traveling violation on Niles Malone early in the game. Got someone from Lithuania tuning in.
Tuned in now.
Shout out to Lithuania.
As we always do. Let us know where you're from, man. We love to shout you guys out. Jerry Antoine, the second, driving, tries to drop it off to Calvin Brown. Pass is deflected out of bounds. Niles Malone.
Illegal screen on Niles Malone there. And they're starting to call that a lot more in all levels of basketball. On those handoffs, you're not allowed to you know, put your hip into the player, and that's exactly what they got him with on that one.
Morisana Kamara, a key player for this New York squad, and them getting their first win of this inaugural season of the Junior Basketball Association.
Some sloppy play early on, ABs. Both teams not really finding a rhythm early on. No, it's only 50 seconds in the game so far, but some early turnovers.
Jameer Killen getting a start for these New York Ballers. Very, very tough player out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Got Lonzo and LeVar tentatively watching the opening of this game. Los Angeles Ballers versus the New York Ballers. Greg Floyd, who had 33 rebounds in Los Angeles' last game, getting it started early, getting his own rebound.
Now that's going to be the tough part about this game for New York, is the size. You have 7'1" Demba Timbo, 6'9" Greg Floyd, and of course LaMelo Ball, who's around 6'5" to 6'6". That is a lot of length compared to the tallest player on New York, Calvin Brown, 6'6".
We've seen Greg Floyd be able to dominate the boards versus even a Seattle team who had 2 players coming in at 6'10".
You see this early press here. This is exactly the way that this LA team wants to play. They want to trap you in the backcourt, speed you up in the half court, and then get out and go in transition every single opportunity they get. Nice lob there. Taylor Kirkham to Greg Floyd.
Greg Floyd able to control that one with one hand and finish it with the same hand. LA, beautiful transition offense there. They want you to shoot it quick if you want to, and then they're running, whether you make it or miss it.
I love that attack right there by Jerry Antoine. He has the athleticism to finish over guys even taller than him like Demba Timbo.
Greg Floyd shooting it from 3 early. That's one of the parts of his game we really haven't seen that much, but that's definitely in his bag.
Early substitution for New York as Nolan Irby checks in for Maj Abdelwahab.
Nolan Irby making his Junior Basketball Association debut today from Harlem, New York. Demba Timbo going to work in the post. LaMelo driving, left-handed, unable to finish. Greg Floyd with the board. Niles Malone shooting it from deep. Morisana Kamara eyes up, pushing it. Jameer Killen at the basket, but it looked like Calvin Brown touched it before it was able to come off the rim for a goaltend.
LaMelo Ball, he's having tough sledding from the three-point line all season long. He's only made just a few shots from deep. Really wants to try to get it going tonight if he can.
One of the things that I've loved from watching LaMelo Ball is he hasn't had it going from the outside, but he's been able to attack, been able to get putbacks, being very active on the offensive glass, and getting in the paint and drawing contact.
Oh, Jameer Killen. Philadelphia.
Jameer Killen leans into the 7'1". Demba Timbo finishes through contact.
Good box out there to get the over the back call.
Over the back call right there. Calvin Brown is 6'6", and Demba Timbo just reached over him like he was a toddler. Calvin Brown starting to warm up on the offensive end. These two teams have played each other before, so the scouting report is out. Be interesting to see these adjustments that both teams make. Oh, Jerry Antoine with some saucy dribbling. Niles Malone unable to get his eyes up to see Greg Floyd underneath the basket.
Yeah, he was ready to flush that one home, maybe.
He definitely was, but the defense was tight there. New York. Nolan Irby playing defense on Niles Malone, Harlem, New York native.
Oh, nice pass there.
Calvin Brown. What a beautiful pass by Nolan Irby. Folks, where you tuning in from? And go ahead and give us your predictions.
Traveling call on Melo Ball.
7 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first quarter. New York up by 1, 8-7 over these Los Angeles Ballers. Jameer Killen unable to handle pass from Calvin Brown. Morsana Kamara draws contact.
Melo Ball picks up the foul in that last play. His first personal foul. Morisana Kamara is going to go to the line. Let's see. I'm liking how this New York team is playing compared to the last time that they played this LA team. You know, I talked about it in that broadcast. I didn't like how fast they were playing on the offensive end. It seemed like they were trying to play a style that I didn't think they were capable of. But in the last game, they started to speed themselves up on defense with the trapping and things of that nature. So I think this is the type of tempo that they actually want to play with now moving forward.
New York just can't get caught up in Los Angeles' style of offense. That's a trap that they want to set. Morisana Kamara lays it in over the outstretched arms of LaMelo Ball. LaMelo able to finish. Morisana Kamara on attack mode again. Grabs his own rebound, kicks it to Nolan Kirby. Sinks his first shot in the Junior Basketball Association.
Harlem's finest, Nolan Irby.
Nolan Irby says, I'm where I'm supposed to be. Beautiful pass.
Young Calvin Brown. Long Island, Strong Island in the building.
This New York team is starting to feel it right now.
That's a good call right there. Morrisana Kamara didn't allow LaMelo to land properly, so he picks up the foul on a three-point shooter. Definitely not something Coach Marvin McCullough wants to see.
LaMelo Ball has been amazing from the free throw line.
He has.
For the majority of this season.
I don't really recall him missing any at all. I'm pretty sure he has, but definitely shooting the ball very well from the free throw line like you observed.
Jerry Antoine and Jameer Killen checking out for these New York Ballers. Chris Lacey, Francis Mensah checking in.
Ooh, cash money from Chris Lacey.
Chris Lacey looking to put on a show.
Niles Malone, a.k.a. Newski.
Chris Lacey from
Oaktown,
Kingston, New York.
You know, due to the size of this New York team and the amount of athletes that they have, they are capable of playing with the tempo that this LA team wants to play with. Now, they can't adopt the same style, but they can keep up. They just have to be disciplined. I like the timeout by Coach Marvin McCullough just to make sure that they understand to get back on defense. Don't let them get those easy transition buckets.
You see New York right now shooting 100% from behind the arc, 75% from inside the arc. You can win with those numbers. Now the challenge will be to keep that clip up all game long. But if you can even get close to that, you got a great chance to come out of here with
what they're starting to do, AB, they're basically taking what the defense is giving them. LA wants to trap you around here. All you got to do is get the ball to the middle. Simple passes. The ball is always going to move faster than the dribble. And that's what New York's been doing to start this game.
Yes. Calvin Brown from the corner, unable to draw iron. Taylor Kirkham. Greg Floyd in the paint, strong finish. Greg Floyd can do it all, folks. Chris Lacey drives to the baseline, kicks it back out to Morrisana Kamara, pulls up for three. Unable to hit.
It's not really a good shot right there. You slow LA down the half court, and you had an opportunity to run sets. And I was watching them earlier doing shoot around. New York has some pretty good half court sets. They had a little time that they could have ran something really quickly there.
Melo Ball trying to draw some contact, unable to get a call.
But he really forced that shot right there. He didn't really need that one.
Jerry Antoine dribbles it off his knee as he tries to Euro step underneath him. Timbo.
All right, guys, if you're just now tuning in with us, please make sure that you let us know where you're tuning in from. Rep your city. We'll definitely do our best to shout you out live over the broadcast.
This Los Angeles team wants to run a defense that doesn't allow you to get into sets. So when you see this kind of free-flowing pace up and down the court, that's actually by design. We spoke with one of the coaches. He let us know that the ideal is most teams start to trap when they need it, when they're down. They want to trap the full game.
Chris Lacey not in agreement with that call right there. We get a few shout outs here. We got Riverside, California, Dallas, Texas, baby in the house.
Melo Ball going to work at the top of the key. Saucy left-handed finish. A little jelly on that one.
Just a little bit.
We've seen LaMelo pull the jam out this year as well, but decides to go with some jelly right there with the left-handed finish.
Got Columbus, Mississippi in the house. Freeport, Illinois. Stand up. Alpharetta, Georgia. Ben Rose. Oh,
Nolan Irby, Harlem, New York. Stand up. Harlem World, where all abandoned buildings at. Oh, Nolan Irby putting a spin cycle. Nas Malone.
Newski. Represent Oaktown.
Nas Malone going hyphy out here.
Hey, go down with it.
Jameer Killen unable to finish.
Nice block there by LaMelo Ball.
Coming over the top of that help defense.
This crowd is starting to like what they're seeing from this basketball here tonight.
This crowd is conflicted. It's a lot of Vitotas jerseys. It's a lot of Melo Ball fans in here for sure. But I'm sure they want to see their New York hometown team get a W as well.
Nice rebound there by LaMelo.
One-handed rebound. LaMelo Ball has got a gallon of jelly out here, folks. And as he runs up and down the court, it's just splashing everywhere. Let's take this out. Whoa.
Lonzo Ball, big brother of LaMelo, loving what he saw right there. Got him out of his seat on that play.
Folks, that replay, you got to look at the flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist.
Just a little bit. Arizona showing love to the Triple Bs.
B. Oh. Nolan Irby facing the trap and stared down right now by Nas Malone and Taylor Kirkham.
It's a good job of getting that across before they got an 8-second count there.
Big Demba Timbo is just really, his defensive assignment is to not allow any easy buckets, which fits right in line with one of the mantras that we've been having for the Junior Basketball Association, which is no easy buckets.
That's absolutely right, AB.
Scott Harris looking to check in for the Los Angeles Ballers.
Representing that Oaktown. We have Melbourne, Australia in the building as well. Joliet, that's Illinois in the house.
Nas Malone high off the glass, unable to connect.
Little contact down after that rebound by Scott Harris. Tuscaloosa on the map. You already know I got to get a shout out to T-Town. Roll Tide in the building.
Let us know if you were with us that first game. We love those repeaters.
Nolan Irby, AB, is really stroking it from deep right now.
Nolan Irby might be a bucket. He might be a walking bucket. He's feeling it right now. He's showing us that this moment is not too big. Morisana Kamara, turnover there.
Ill-advised pass there. Nice no look by Melo.
Beautiful finish by Nas Malone. Nas Malone is one of those guys who, as you watch him, you will see over and over again the benefits of the weight room, the benefits of the protein, and the benefits of the early morning workout.
As Jameer Killen from Philadelphia.
Taylor Kirkham pulling up. Unable to knock that down. Morisana Kamara looking ahead to Jameer Killen. Scott Harris is just, whoa, Scott Harris
stands over him with the stare down. Get that shot out of here, says Scott Harris from Oaktown. Charles Boyd from Pontiac, Michigan checking in.
Scott Harris with the very disrespectful stare down after that block.
Arona Sanchez from Oceanside, Southern California. Shout out.
Scott Harris tried to go to beast mode with that block. Morisana Kamara trying to get this going.
It's a two-point shot right there.
Morrisana Kamara. LA team right now is dominating on the boards.
It's a good way for LaMelo to stay with that on the play. You see 16 years old, just the strength, and then once he gets even stronger, he's going to be able to finish those with ease. Repping out here in Dallas.
D-Town. Greg Floyd can pull those up. Taylor Kirkham can pull up that as well. Taylor Kirkham getting saucy early.
He has a wonderful feel for the game, AB. I love the way he plays the game.
Oh, Calvin Brown tried to slam the putback home there. Gets caught on the front of the rim. Nolan Irby running down this clock. You see the basketball IQ there, looking up at the clock, checking out the difference between the time left in the game and the shot clock. Finding Morrisana Kamara with 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Oh! Cash money.
Morrisana Kamara.
Newski.
Very fast offense.
Very entertaining first quarter, AB.
That Los Angeles team was able to get down there and get that bucket with under like 4 seconds left. That's how quick they got that down there.
Well, that started with Niles Malone there, and he made the right play, too. I mean, sometimes, you know, so easy to drive down there so fast, and then you want to put that ball up yourself, but he saw Greg Floyd on the right side. Nice assist there.
All right, so after 1 quarter, we have the New York Ballers with the lead, 32. Los Angeles Ballers trailing with 29 points. New York looking to get an upset here in their home arena as this crowd plays the role of the sixth man. We have the leading players for both teams. LaMelo Ball with 10 points, 7 rebounds already. 7 boards, 1 assist. He definitely wants to see that assist total get up.
Well, he has that capability. We saw that last game against Seattle where he's making plays all over the court, going inside, driving, but also finding players on the outside, kicking it out for open shots. He has the ability to score, but also has the ability to facilitate as well.
Leading this New York team in points is Calvin Brown with 9 points. Right behind him, Nolan Irby. Nolan Irby, who, guess what, has not missed tonight. 100% from behind the arc, 100% from inside the three-point line as well. Nolan Irby, a great addition for this New York squad.
Absolutely.
Right.
Somebody asked when were they going to come out with the JBA 2K.
JBA 2K game is in the works, folks.
Stay tuned.
It's just in the ideal process right now. Keep supporting.
Nice move there by Calvin Brown. Get the deuce.
Taylor Kirkham.
Calvin Brown definitely has some fans in the audience. You know, has a big poster board. Have no fear. Make sure y'all see that again.
Calvin Brown, a guy who took a semester, pretty much took the year off of school, intending to just spend some time working on his game. Wanted to take full advantage of his time as he played college basketball. Then once he heard the opportunity for the Junior Basketball Association opened up, showed up at that New York tryout, got him a spot on this team, and hasn't looked back ever since. Spoke with him. He said that time that he took off to just solely focus on basketball is what he credits to his game being where it's at right now. Nolan Irby is a bucket right now for this New York team.
So we have a battle. Usually have a battle of the big men. We have the battle of the short guys here. Niles Malone around 5'9". Nolan Irby about 5'6".
Yes. Niles Malone is, yes, definitely about 2 or 3 inches taller than Nolan Irby.
Both of them, it's like built similarly as well. Short and stocky.
Both hoopers, as we can see.
Nice kick out.
Some active hands from Calvin Brown right there, able to knock the ball from Scott Harris. New York right now with the lead. 10 minutes and 36 seconds. And it's left in the second quarter. New York 36, Los Angeles 29. We've seen games though where this Los Angeles team has been down. The most recent game versus Seattle. Seattle got out to a very hot start. The pace of this Los Angeles team though, they can put up buckets very quickly.
Well, there's no lead that is too safe for this Los Angeles team. Like you just said, they can put up points in bunches. As Niles Malone just knocks down another 3.
Jerry Antoine. A solid finish. Another ball going to work on Morisana Kamara.
Nice pass
Beautiful
there.
pass to Demba Timbo. Lets it roll right off of his fingertips out of bounds.
Well, that's that playmaking ability I spoke about. I mean, if Timbo catches that, that's an easy dunk or a layup there. Just misses it. Calvin Brown, baby. 17, 18 years old. I mean, he acts like the moment is never too big for him.
Nolan Irby literally joined the squad today. Another ball out in transition, goes coast to coast. Morisana Kamara dribbling up for this New York squad. Pass it to Calvin Brown, who's from Long Island. Right around the corner from where we're at today at Hofstra University. Taylor Kirkham with the quick basket.
Now, I just heard Coach Marvin McCullough just tell Nolan Irby, if you shoot that shot, you got to make it. Calvin Brown blows a kiss to the crowd.
Blows a kiss to the crowd.
Family sitting right there behind us.
Calvin Brown with the two-handed finish. Calvin Brown, I can tell he's pulling the chicken out the oven today. He's definitely, he's in the kitchen right now. He's got his apron on, his chef's hat, and he's working on rotisserie in this chicken.
But this is the game he's been waiting for, AB. Right in his hometown, home city, as Jerry Antoine knocks the tray ball down.
This New York squad is still hot. They're shooting at a very, very high percentage right now. I think it's due to what you mentioned earlier. They're trying to take really good shots. They're just taking what this Los Angeles defense is giving them, and they're knocking some of these easy baskets down.
Timeout by Coach Marvin McCullough. Also a New York native, Harlem Uptown to be exact. Assistant coach Robert Sticks Mitchell, Brooklyn.
All right, with 7 minutes and 46 seconds left in this second quarter, New York is leading 45 to Los Angeles' 38. Calvin Brown lighting it up right now with 15 points through this quarter. 75% from inside the arc, 50% from the field. Has only knocked down one of them from three. LaMelo Ball on the other end, 12 points. Not shooting it as high of a percentage, but we all know he's a volume shooter. These guys are going to get up a ton of shots, and at the end of the night, his stat line is going to be crazy. 7 rebounds already, 2 assists. He's going to have a ton of highlights. See him with the saucy dribble and the jelly on the finish. Folks, stick around for halftime. We will have halftime interviews with Calvin Brown from the New York Ballers and LaMelo Ball from the Los Angeles Ballers. Jameer Killen unable to handle that pass. LaMelo Ball pushing it, finds Niles Malone. A rare miss from Niles.
Strong put back there by Greg Floyd, using that length.
Nolan Irby kicking it around. Marsana Kamara stepping back in front of Demba Timbo.
So Melo got hit in the eye on that rebound.
Melo Ball showing the quickness of Jerry Antoine with the block. Melo Ball still draws a foul though.
Looks like Jerry got him on the body before the block.
We got A.J. Price in the building, ex-NBA player.
Representing for the JBA.
Appreciate the support.
Appreciate the love, Danica Essence. AB and Brandon doing a great job. Always appreciate the love.
We appreciate the love for sure.
That's the type of offense that this New York team cannot afford to do. I mean, you have to pass the ball through this press and this trapping that this LA team tries to do on defense. But as we see Melo Ball pushing the ball to the court here.
Melo Ball looking to get the offense going for these Los Angeles Ballers. Closes gap. Greg Floyd. See that trap defense. Nolan Irby. Oh, Jameer Killen showing that he can jump, but we got to have him finish that one. When you pull that jam out, you got to get it on the toast. Ain't no point in having jam if you can't get it on the bread.
Well, like we said in the last broadcast, I'm definitely a jam guy. So.
And as we figured out in the last broadcast, you don't know what jam is.
I already told you what it was. You just weren't paying attention, apparently.
Jameer Killen, defensive stopper, energy guy for this New York squad. Unable to sink those free throws. Gets his own rebound, though. Nolan Irby. Nolan Irby shows he's got a very high basketball IQ.
Oh!
There There's Jameer Killen. Now you got the jam, and you put that thing on the bread, and you butter that boy. You feel me?
Man.
That's what we were talking about.
Jameer Killen representing Philadelphia.
Jameer Killen just pulled the chicken out of the oven, folks, and it was well done.
Man, he came out of nowhere on that one, AB.
Let's check it out again. Jumps over about 2 or 3 Los Angeles ballers on that play, and then he flexes. Shows you that the weight room is available for you to use at your discretion. But when you go to use it, you're going to see him in there.
Absolutely. We have Melo Ball and Jerry Antoine on the jump ball here. I thought Melo may have gotten away with the travel, but they did give him the jump ball.
Too. Folks, who you think is going to win this jump ball? Jerry Antoine or LaMelo Ball? Answer quickly. Looks like Jerry just tipped it with his fingers.
That was a much better jump by the referee.
Nolan Irby saves that ball from being a turnover. Morisana Kamara.
Chris Lacey with a nice one dribble pull up there.
Chris Lacey, Kingston, New York. Scott Harris trying to go beast mode. Morisana Kamara out on the break. Beautiful finish, beautiful finish. Same thing though, this Los Angeles team will not let you celebrate. Talked to Morisana Kamara. He's trying to tell me he's one of those kids, he's got a very interesting story. Morisana from the Bronx, New York. When I asked him, where'd you play high school basketball at? He told me Las Vegas, Nevada. Said he played 3 years of high school basketball here in New York, but it didn't feel like his game was developing the way he wanted it to. They were kind of just letting him go by. So he made a decision to go play basketball in Las Vegas, Nevada. He says that the game you're witnessing from him today is benefited because of that. His basketball IQ went through the roof. The ability to handle all of the intangible things that he has that is valuable to this New York squad. He got that in his one season playing high school basketball in Las Vegas. He also told me that he comes from one of those families that's very high on education. So coming to the Junior Basketball Association instead of college was a very big decision for his family to make, but they still support him. New York Ballers leading 51-41 for the Los Angeles Ballers. And you can see that showing up in the shooting percentages for both teams. New York shooting 56% from behind the arc. Los Angeles only shoot 9. That's 11 three-point attempts for those Los Angeles Ballers. They've only sunk 1 of them. Going back to Morisana, he told me that when he tried out for New York, only him and his brother knew he was coming. His brother told him to come last moment. They didn't tell anybody. He tried out, made the squad, and he said it was up until like the last day before he flew out to training camp in Los Angeles. He was still debating with his family on whether or not he would make this jump into the professional ranks.
Well, I think he made the right decision, especially the way he's been playing to start this season off.
Calvin Brown. Oh, I thought Calvin Brown was going to pull that one up with beautiful head fake. Got me with that one as well. See these quick hands from this Los Angeles defense.
See the scrappiness down there from Francis Mensah.
4 minutes, 41 seconds left in the second quarter. New York 51, Los Angeles 41.
Defense, low, defense, low, defense. Right there. Back tap, Francis. Find a teammate to tap you to.
Got another jump ball here. LaMelo Ball versus Francis Mensah. Who do you think is going to win it? Let us know right now in the comments. New York Ballers win it. Nolan Irby LaMelo Ball, two-handed flush, slammer, jammer, whammer.
A lot of LaMelo Ball fans in the crowd. Love to see that play there.
New York Ballers, 2 turnovers back-to-back. If they want to hold on to this lead, they have to get back into that offense that they had going earlier. Melo pulling up from way on the sticker out here. We know he's got that range.
His range extends very far. He's like I said, he's doing everything else. He's just not able to knock those down. That was good hands by Taylor Kirkham to get that steal, and a nice pass, and even better hands by Nolan Irby to get the strip.
Nolan Irby continuing the mantra, no easy buckets. And the JBA.
None at all, AB.
Morsana Kamara driving. Beautiful finish. He keeps it going.
Well, I said it early on, Morisana is the heart and soul of this New York team.
Melo still unable to find the range. Chris Lacey one-on-one with Taylor Kirkham. Loses his dribble. The problem is there's so much sauce and jelly that's been in this game that it's hard to handle sometimes on these breaks. New York with 17 turnovers, still managing to have a 10-point lead right now. Los Angeles not far behind with 10 turnovers of their own. Taylor Kirkham, LaMelo Ball, fade away, side of the rim there. Morsana Kamara eyes up, sees Chris Lacey, pass to Frank Mensah. Now that's a beautiful possession by this New York squad. Coach Sticks Mitchell and Marvin McCullough are excited about what they're seeing right now from this New York team.
Absolutely. On the flip side, LA Ballers coach Doyle Balthazar not liking what he's seeing, calls the timeout. New York leading 55-43 with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the second quarter.
Got a coastal rivalry here. New York looking to continue their win streak after they knocked off the Dallas Ballers. Los Angeles, one of the only undefeated teams in the Junior Basketball Association, looking to keep that O. But New York is saying, your O gotta go. Folks, let us know right now in the comment section, who do you think wins this game? Does New York hold on for the W, or does that fast-paced LA offense begin to overwhelm them as this game goes on?
No team can get comfortable with any type of lead. I don't care if it's 20 or 30. Just because, like I've said before, and like we both talked about, this LA team, they play so fast, and all it takes is for them to knock down a few shots, and they're right back in any ball game.
And I will double that and say the reason why you can't get comfortable is because there's too many dogs on the court. And when you got this many dogs on the court and you got a ball and they looking at that ball like it's a bone, they're going to scrap.
That's right.
Niles Malone going to the free throw line, looking to cut into this deficit. Trying to get it back to 10. Sinks the first one.
You know, we've talked about it in the past. Niles Malone is a kid that went to a high school where in over 70, 80 years, they hadn't really done much of anything basketball-wise. And with his leadership and exceptional play, he was able to take his team deep into the playoffs, something they hadn't done, like I said, in over 60, 70, 80 years. Very special player.
Kamara driving, a runner. Francis Mensah with the board. Quick hands. More Sonic Kamara. New York down there. Now they're starting to fight on that on those offensive boards. We're seeing that be reflected in the scoreboard as well as they continue to extend possessions. Quick hands on the defensive side and a ton of hustle on the offensive boards. Folks, we're coming to you today live from New York. After this game is over, we're gonna go get some food. We need you folks, New York natives, to let us know where should we go eat at. Francis Mensah with a big bucket.
Kingston, New York.
Let us know where we should eat at after today's game, folks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Niles
Newark,
Malone.
New Jersey.
Greg Floyd showing the handle.
Good help defense.
Good help.
Slow on the recovery, though. Can't leave Niles Malone open at all.
It's the tough part. You want to go help, but then you're leaving Niles Malone wide open, who can knock that down. Jameer killing
them.
Putback. As you see this LA team, once you make it or you miss it, they're on a break.
Strong rebound there by Calvin Brown.
Harassing Calvin Brown. More Sonic Kamara letting Niles Malone know, even though you're in the weight room, there's no easy buckets in the Junior Basketball Association.
That's exactly right. Calvin Brown has to be a little strong with the ball right there. You can't get thrown down. Let them foul you. Got the turnover right there, unfortunately, for New York Ballers.
Jerry Antoine, the second, checks in with Nolan Irby. Jerry Antoine, similar story to more Sonic Kamara, New York native who decided to go out of state to play his high school basketball. Played basketball in Florida, actually. Jerry Antoine with the lob up to Calvin Brown, the solid finish. Jerry Antoine, who actually played basketball for this Hofstra team for a little bit before deciding to join the Junior Basketball Association.
Well, both coaches, Marvin McCullough and Robert Sticks Mitchell, are very high on him. Believe that with his body and the skills that he definitely has the ability to play pro basketball outside the JBA.
Calvin Brown.
Making his family proud behind us. The spin move from the finish.
Melo with the board of it, gets his own rebound. Calvin Brown putting folks in the spin cycle today. Nolan Irby driving in there. Jerry Antoine unable to finish, but Nolan Irby there with the rebound. Attacks.
Oh. Greg
Floyd said, come on, man. Melo ball. Right place, right time with the steal. Morgan Sonic Kamara is playing some pretty tight defense on LaMelo Ball right now. Eight seconds left to go in this half. New York Ballers leading 63. Los Angeles Ballers 50. LaMelo Ball with 15 points, 19 rebounds, and 2 assists. Sinks that first one up in that total to 16. LaMelo Ball, marquee player of the Junior Basketball Association. Definitely has some fans in here from New York. Nolan Irby decides not to take that shot, but Calvin Brown will get it. Calvin Brown with the buzzer beater. Niles Malone attempts one from half court, unable to hit. Folks, after your first half, you have the New York Ballers on the verge to pulling off an upset here, 65 to 52 over the Los Angeles Ballers. Folks, this is a beautiful ball game. If you've been watching some JBA basketball this season, you would have probably thought that this Los Angeles team would be able to handle this New York squad. But they are showing up, this New York team who got a very needed. All right, let's go to the interview. We have LaMelo Ball with Brandon Williams.
All right, I'm here with LaMelo Ball, the Los Angeles Ballers. LaMelo, this is the second time you played this New York team. What are they doing this time compared to the last time that's making it so difficult for y'all?
Nothing. We're just not getting rebounds. That's it.
Now, what do you guys have to do in the second half in order to come back in this game?
Get rebounds.
Good luck in the second half. Let's take a look at some of the LaMelo's highlights in the first half. All right, we're here with Calvin Brown and the New York Ballers. Calvin, you guys are up 13 points in this first half. First of all, how does it feel to play in front of your home crowd right now?
Oh, it feels great. I'm happy to have so much people here supporting me. It feels good. It's a good environment, good energy coming around me. I love it.
Now, this LA Ballers team, they're known for being able to come back and score points in bunches. What does this New York team have to do to close this game out in the second half?
Once again, we got to stay consistent on defense. We got to keep our guy in front. I like to force them to shoot. They're not hitting many jump shots right now, so we got to keep them away from the basket.
Good luck in the second half. All right, now we're going to take a look at some of Calvin Brown's highlights from the first half.
All right, folks, as you've seen, we've got a great half of basketball going. New York Ballers leading 65-52 over the Los Angeles Ballers, and Calvin Brown erupted there, and he erupted because, as you've seen behind him during that interview, he's got some folks in the building who are supporting him. It's super heavy.
Absolutely, and I asked him about that, and he said he loved the energy, loved playing for his hometown. And on the flip side, I talked to LaMelo, much different interview, much shorter interview. Definitely was not happy right now. Not used to being down, especially early in this JBA season, down by 13. He wants his team to get better rebounds, play better together. Who knows what's going to happen in the second half, but it's definitely going to be a fun finish one way or another.
Definitely. That Los Angeles team is bringing what they typically bring. Got that three-headed monster with LaMelo Ball, Niles Malone, and Greg Floyd doing what they're supposed to be doing. Get some more rebounds, and we've got a great game coming for you. Let's check out the highlights from the first half. So we've got Calvin Brown leading these New York Ballers to what could be an epic upset. Folks, we're coming to you live right now from New York City, Long Island, New York, Hofstra University, David Mack Arena. Los Angeles Ballers trailing right now 52 to New York Ballers 65 on the back of Calvin Brown, 21 points. From right around here in Long Island, New York, LaMelo Ball with 19 points in that first half. I'm sure LaMelo Ball wants to see his shooting percentage from behind the arc go up. Right now, he has not hit a three-point bucket, and as we all know, that is a very critical part of his game.
Well, all it takes is one to go down, AB, for that to start coming get a rhythm. And if that happens, AB, we definitely have an opportunity for this LA Ballers team to creep back into this game.
Niles Malone also with 18 points in that first half. Doing a lot, carrying a lot of that offensive load for those Los Angeles Ballers, as he always does. He's a guy who has scored at least 40 points in every Junior Basketball Association game he's played in to date. Calvin Brown knocks down both free throws. Los Angeles Ballers have been down before. Don't count them out, folks. All right, as we come back for halftime live from New York, let us know where you're tuning in from. We want to shout you out.
Rep your city. And also make sure that you stay tuned to what's going on in the comment section. You may just see Mr. Alonzo Ball, ZO2, chime in every now and then.
You can buy the JBA socks at the pop-up shop here at the arena, along with all the other Big Baller Brand merch your heart desires. Morrisana Kamara at the free throw line, looking to extend this lead. Mission accomplished. LaMelo Ball in the paint.
Oh,
Calvin Brown
sending that back to Long Island.
Morrisana Kamara still finishing strong around the rim. Starting to hear some New York defense chants. LaMelo Ball still unable to get it going from the outside.
Not sure why Jameer kicked that back out. I couldn't really see from the angle I was at.
Just a big Demba Timbo standing in front of him made him second guess it. Nolan Irby caught with the ball in his hands 24-second shot clock violation.
And you mentioned Nolan Irby, junior college player, still used to that 30-second shot clock. It's a little bit different in the college ranks.
Nolan Irby, who's making his debut today. 10 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists in that first half. That's a debut, folks.
Different rules here. Pro rules. Cannot foul on a dead ball like this.
All right. Now's Malone.
So if the ball is not in play and the inbounder still has the ball, you cannot foul. It's basically a one-shot foul for the offense. Just in case those of y'all who were wondering. Shout out to 805. Cincinnati in the house. The Natty.
Idaho in the building.
Is that our first Idaho?
I feel like so. Jason McCullough from Idaho.
Big Demba Timbo.
Idaho got those potatoes. Jameer Killen.
Oh,
Jameer Killen with the strong finish in traffic and through contact.
Killing them.
This New York squad is feeling it right now. They're feeling that home court advantage. Big Demba Timbo showing size does matter. Nolan Irby got to get that ball across the half court. Strong defense from those LA ballers, forcing a turnover.
Nolan Irby just played right into what the LA ballers want you to do. They want you to take it on that sideline. The objective to beat this press is to get the ball to the middle, and that's not what Nolan Irby did right there.
All right, 9 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in this third quarter. New York Ballers leading 73. Los Angeles Ballers 57.
North Carolina's in the building. Shout out to
Timbo looking to go to work. See a different. Now's Malone.
Oh, get that out of here, says Jerry Antoine.
Jerry Antoine says there are no easy buckets in the Junior Basketball Association. Let's take a look at that block. Everybody in the building was anticipating that one.
It's a good call there. This is one too many steps there by LaMelo Ball. Delaware in the house. Shout out to Belinda McCoy.
1, 2. Oh, yes, definitely. Calvin Brown playing above the rim. Jameer Killen showing that energy. Flips over the bench.
Too much energy, just jumped over the scores table.
Sometimes when you got that kind of energy, you cannot contain it. Calvin Brown with the throwdown. Big throw it down, Calvin Brown.
Jamil Ibrahim from Memphis and Detroit in the
I told y'all earlier, Calvin Brown is pulling the chicken out of the oven, folks. And when he digs his hand in the inside of it, he's pulling out money. He's making magic.
Well, he definitely wants this win. If nothing else, I mean, obviously he wants it for his team, but he wants to win in front of his family, in front of his friends, for his hometown. Long Island, Strong Island, New York.
Melo Ball at the free throw line, who's been pretty clutch from the free throw line all day.
Now, I wonder, I mean, sometimes you just never really know what gets you going. And as he sinks both of these free throws, I mean, different goal. It might just be the thing that gets him hot in the second half. Nice block there.
Oakland. Scott Harris going beast mode. Seen Scott Harris earlier today in the hotel lobby listening to that Scorpion. He was feeling it. Looking to get it going. Wants to start feeling it here today. Calvin Brown still going to work.
Calvin Brown, ladies and gentlemen, is barely 18 years old. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Calvin Brown, very methodical in nature, just keeping it going. Gets a bucket and just trots back down to the other side of the court.
So we talked about LaMelo, and you can see how he's doing seemingly everything else on the offensive end. The only thing he just can't seem to get so far early in the season is to knock down those outside shots. But he's getting to the basket, he's getting fouls, and he's getting his points at the free throw line. He's been extremely efficient at the free throw line as well.
Nolan Irby. Getting trapped here.
That's the same mistake he made earlier. They have to get it out that corner.
Another ball
Not a
with
good
quick
pass
hands.
right there.
Swinging it around. Niles Malone from deep.
New ski.
Jameer Killen out in front. Oh, Scott Harris lets Jameer Killen know there's no easy buckets in the Junior Basketball Association. Jameer Killen lets him know, you're not going to do me like that, bro. And this New York crowd likes that fight.
Well, you got Oaktown's finest in Scott Harris and
Philadelphia, West Philadelphia, born and raised. Jameer Killen. It's a guy who I told you, he quoted this to me at that Philadelphia tryout. He said, man, you're playing some pretty tough defense in here. He said, they want to play like boys. My dad told me if they're going to play like boys, I'm going to treat them like little boys. I said, what's your name? He said, Jameer Killen. I said, oh, well, that fits you. That explains a lot. Anybody checking in right now from Philadelphia, let us know in the comment section. Niles Malone pushes it up court. Drive straight through Nolan Irby.
You know, we've said this quite a few times about Niles Malone. If he ever decided that he just didn't have the passion to play basketball anymore, football is definitely right there for him.
Could definitely be a scat back.
He might take it right up the middle, too. It's like a Darren Sproles type. All-purpose back.
Third down back. All right, folks, we got 8 minutes and 2 seconds left in this third quarter. New York Ballers leading 78. Los Angeles Ballers 63. Folks, if New York can pull this W out today, this would be an upset for sure.
Have a rare miss by Niles Malone.
Scott Harris trying to play some tight defense, but it's called for the foul on Morisana Kamara. This New York team is looking pretty composed right now. Got the battle of the big men here, Niles Malone versus Nolan Irby. Calvin Brown, that's a matchup right there. That's a pretty good one. Calvin Brown and Greg Floyd. Greg Floyd, a guy who is extremely highly recruited coming out of high school, decided to join the Junior Basketball Association just because he wasn't feeling it.
Well, you know, he had personal tragedies that went on in his life, and you know, school, like you just mentioned, just wasn't really a focus of his at that time, so he decided to go a different path, and seems to have found a home here in the Junior Basketball Association.
Offensive foul call.
Foul call on Scott Harris.
Timbo checks back in. Timbo rocking those Showtime ZO2s. Putting on for ZO2, who is in the building. Jerry Antoine. I don't think we haven't really called Jerry Antoine's name in a while. This New York team looking to get him going.
Oh,
Jameer Killen.
This is the bunny.
Misses the bunny. Able to grab his own rebound. Battling with Timbo. Jump ball.
We do have someone from PA, Fredo Santana.
Fredo Santana is in the watching. You know who Fredo Santana is?
I don't.
All right, so we got a jump ball. Jameer Killen. Timbo. Who do you think is going to win it? 7 foot. Timbo.
See if New York sets something up here.
Nolan Irby called for a double dribble.
Marvin McCullough here, former Iona standout.
Mellow ball looking to get it going, left-handed.
You see the ambidextrous that he has. I mean, not everybody can drive and then finish with either hand that way. And that wasn't just like a layup. That was a mid-range or a floater, rather, with the left hand. That makes it very difficult for him to guard him, especially when he starts to penetrate like that. Chris Lacey for New York is coming to the game for Morisana Kamara. 6 minutes and 58 seconds left in this third quarter. New York is still leading, but it doesn't really feel like it's the same type of lead as it was in that second quarter. LA slowly but surely chipping away here.
Chris Lacey touches nothing but the bottom of the net. Calvin Brown with the board. Los Angeles Ballers swarming defense. Nolan Irby out in transition. I'm gonna call that a pass to Jameer Killen. Jameer Killen swings it up to Chris Lacey.
They need to be aware of the shot clock that did not reset there.
Mellow ball out in front. Takes the lay-in. This crowd wanted him to provide some entertainment there of the high-flying variety. Decided to just pull out the butter instead of the jelly or the jam. Nolan Irby slashing through the defense right there. As he runs down the court, he looks at the Los Angeles team and says, "This is easy."
Strong move there by LaMelo Ball to get the deuce.
Brandon Phillips in the game for the Los Angeles Ballers. Brandon Phillips, Los Angeles, California. Huntington Beach, to be exact. Anybody tuning in right now from Los Angeles, California?
Calvin Brown missing both free throws.
Nolan Irby, very quick hands right there. Calvin Brown with 28 points on the night. With 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in this third quarter.
Calvin Brown needs a little blow right here. probably why he wasn't able to capitalize on those 2 free throws. Just a tad bit tired.
Jameer Killen playing some tight defense. Coach Robert Sticks Mitchell telling him to chill out a little bit.
Oh, it's a jump ball right there. You don't see that happen too often in the game, but
all right, we got Demba Timbo jump ball versus Jerry Antoine II. Let me know, who do you think is going to win it? That was a close one there. I had to get at the Jerry Antoine. Nolan Irby keeps getting trapped in this corner here. Aggressive defense from these Los Angeles Ballers. LaMelo Ball called with the foul.
LeVar Ball is looking on earnestly, see how his youngest son is going to help finish strong in this game here.
Nolan Irby knocks down the first one.
Marvin McCullough is making it known of who to watch, whether it's a make or a miss. You know how this LA team likes to get this ball and get up the court very quickly.
Jerry Antoine pass out in front. Jameer Killen. Jameer Killen up and under through contact and one.
Got a little cramp right here.
Got a little cramp.
He's played hard today, AB.
Yeah. Definitely play some solid minutes, some very tough basketball. As we said before, he's the energy. He's the glue guy. He's the guy who's going to do it all. He's going to provide a spark. Able to get the start today from this New York squad, finishing through contact.
For those who've never had a cramp in a sporting contest, why don't you explain or describe what that feels like, AB?
It feels terrible, let me tell you that one.
It does.
I've been on the receiving end of a full body cramp at one point. Had to go to the hospital, get an IV. My whole entire body was cramping. So trust me, I know my leg was contracted in. It looked like I had a cereal bowl inside of my thigh. That's how hard it was contracted in. Terrible. It hurts, folks.
It doesn't sound.
That's why you have to hydrate before these type of events.
Absolutely. Especially not just that, but with all the traveling that these guys are doing as well, it's very important and crucial that they hydrate as well.
All right, our next game, July 3rd in Atlanta, Georgia.
ATL.
Dallas versus LA, Houston versus LA. Those are some good games right there. Houston versus Atlanta. Folks, we will be in the ATL. I'm excited, man. I hope young Quavo show up. You know, he was on social media all Big Baller brand out.
It's very possible. He's a very big supporter of what's going on, the Triple Bs. And those are going to be some good basketball games as well. Anytime LA comes to town, obviously, you have LaMelo and the high flyers of this LA team. But then that Houston-Atlanta game is definitely going to be a special one right there in the Infinite Energy Center in A-Town.
A-Town. Peace up. A-Town down.
What you know about that, man?
Come on, man. I've been snapping and popping and leaning and rocking.
Did you A-Town stomp everything?
I used to A-Town stomp, man. When I wasn't doing the Dougie, I was A-Town stomping.
Oh, really?
Little John.
Eastside Boys.
And the Eastside Boys. Jameer Killen at the free throw line here, looking to extend his lead.
He's going to stay in the game.
Mellow ball with the runner. Jerry Antoine with some big rebounds right now.
A lot of fouls this third quarter.
Because Robert Sticks Mitchell is excited about what he's seeing right now.
When you talk about Robert Sticks Mitchell, I think we've mentioned him pretty much every game, and rightfully so. He is the lifeblood of this team, the heart outside of just the player. I mentioned Morisano Kamara's the heart and soul for this team as a player, but the lifeblood of this team is Robert Sticks Mitchell. He is always animated, always bringing the energy. Former Duquesne and Seton Hall standout, has a wonderful story of redemption. Excellent program here in the Brooklyn area. Moves for days. Definitely check him out. Read up on his story.
Calvin Brown with the block on Niles Malone. Francis Mensah. Jerry Antoine unable to hold it. Coach Marvin McCullough, Robert Sticks Mitchell, definitely fire and ice. Complement each other very well.
Absolutely. Marvin McCullough, very stoic at times, you know, very calm demeanor, that typical New York swagger that he has, uptown Harlem. Robert Sticks Mitchell representing BK.
Beautiful pass by Nolan Irby.
Another pass. Calvin Brown with the finish. This New York team is putting this JBA league on notice, AB. This is not the same team that you saw in the first couple of games. Carry right there.
Got 2 turnovers from this Los Angeles squad. Unforced errors.
You know, right now it just doesn't appear to be LA's night. I mean, they're just not getting anything from anybody consistently on the team. Greg Floyd has been pretty quiet. Niles Malone has been decent. Ooh. LaMelo's been LaMelo. Just can't seem to hit from outside, but overall it's just not really getting, you know, the play that you need from everyone in order to make this game, or be able to come back in this game rather.
Yes, with 4 minutes and 9 seconds left in this third quarter. New York up 92-70 over the Los Angeles Ballers.
Nice no-look
Beautiful pass.
Francis Mensah just could not connect.
Nolan Irby is a hooper.
Oh, Calvin Brown.
Calvin Brown still trying to get that MVP tonight.
I'm
it's
pretty
going to
sure
be close between him and Nolan Irby. Melo
nice
Ball.
flush there by LaMelo Ball.
Melo Ball looked like he was going to take that up easy, and then he realized there's no easy buckets in the Junior Basketball Association.
Well, I think he's been hearing you, AB.
So he threw that down.
Made sure that he got that one in there.
Looks like Calvin Brown hitting the face on that play. Coach Marvin McCullough. Check out this block. Calvin Brown with the strong block right there and gets right out on transition.
Having a little trouble at the free throw line, AB.
Got to make those. This is the time of the game where you prove that you're clutch. And you do that at the free throw line.
Well, not just that, but these are free points, and you can't leave points on the board, on the table.
They call free money. You put the free money in your pocket, folks. Los Angeles team, when you talked earlier about there being a lid on that rim, right now for this Los Angeles team, there is a deadbolt on the rim.
Well, Taylor Kirkham
just knocked it off.
He's not going for that, AB.
Taylor Kirkham has the key to that lid that was on the rim.
8-second count right here.
This is those NBA regulation rules that these players have to get used to. This is Nolan Irby's first game. So he has to really, he doesn't have the adjustment period that some of these other players have had.
And not just that, but they have to understand, oh, step back three. But he also has to understand that he has to get away from that corner. I mentioned that quite a few times in the first half, sometimes earlier in this third quarter. You cannot dribble through the press. You have to pass through it. Someone needs to get to the middle, break the press like they did in the first. They did it beautifully, executed beautifully in the first half. They have to get back to doing that. There's no lead that is too safe for this Los Angeles Ballers team.
Someone in the comments said that they would have never thought that New York would have been able to pull this one off. I feel
Well,
like
they haven't done that yet.
Yep. If you would have polled anybody who's watched a few games, I feel like most folks would have tipped the hat, the scales to this Los Angeles team. But New York has came to play today. With the addition of Nolan Irby, they look pretty darn good.
Oh, Mighty Mouse, Nolan Irby.
Then Matimbo throws it off the back of the rim. Calvin Brown in the lane. Calvin Brown shooting at a very high percentage right now from all over the court. Piling on the points. Melo Ball wants to get on the scoreboard. Beautiful finish.
Melo looking for the foul there.
New York making some very smart passes to beat that trap.
Well, you saw how quickly Nolan Irby gave the ball up there. That's exactly what you're going to have to do.
All right, folks. 1 minute, 58 seconds left in this third quarter. Have the New York Ballers leading 97, Los Angeles Ballers 77. Just look at the leading scores. Calvin Brown, 33 points. LaMelo Ball, 30. The difference here is their shooting percentages. Calvin Brown, 87% from inside the three-point line. You can win like that, folks.
Yeah, and it's tough sledding right now for LaMelo. He's doing an excellent job at the free throw line. Not so much from the three-point. Not so much from the three-point line. Calvin Brown, on the other hand, extremely efficient. 13-15. Amazing game so far, all the way around.
LaMelo Ball almost with a triple-double from rebounds and steals. 6 steals.
Well, he's extremely active in terms of his hands. He has a wonderful knack of anticipation. Extremely long as well. 6'5", 6'6". Great instincts. He's going to need someone else to help him out to close this game out.
Nolan Irby, big debut for this New York Baller squad. Talked to him before the game. He was contemplating entering the Junior Basketball Association. Says he has 2 years left NCAA eligibility. It felt like this was an opportunity that he couldn't miss. Is making the most of it tonight. Niles Malone showing that running back prowess. Driving straight through Nolan Irby right there. Coach Marvin McCullough telling Irby should have planted his feet and tried to draw a charge. I don't know if that's the greatest ideal, though. Niles Malone, 23 points. Coach Robert Sticks Mitchell got the little one there.
Hello from Chino Hills.
Nolan Irby, nice pass. Chris Lacey kicks it to Nolan Irby in the corner, off the side of the rim. Taylor Kirkham.
You know, this third quarter seems like it won't seem to end with a lot of fouls going on.
Folks, this third quarter definitely feels long. So let's see. Let's go to the comments right now. What do you think of this game so far? Are you shocked that New York is leading 97-77 over the Los Angeles Ballers? Calvin Brown with the rebound. Scott Harris.
Not a good pass there by Nolan Irby. Ooh, Taylor Kirkham shooting that from all the way from Oxnard, California.
Francis Mensah able to draw contact in the paint. Some great ball movement from these New York ballers.
I feel like I'm about to get a foul counter here. Somebody's going to foul out before the fourth quarter. I mean, it's just quick whistles all the way around.
Francis Mensah sinks the second one.
The stampede in here about to go on. Lonzo Ball. I'm not sure if he's making himself available for some more.
Yes, definitely, but everybody in the building is heading over to that area to see Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball, who is in the building today, folks.
And for those of y'all who are wondering, he is definitely noticeably bigger. Nice hustle there by Taylor Kirkham.
Lonzo Ball looking like the weight room is paying off. A protein powder is paying off. Early morning workouts is paying off. That ball body is starting to show up.
Well, people
show
forget
that
he
the
was
genetics
just 19 when he came into the league.
paying off as well. Calvin Brown with the heat check. All right, folks, what are your predictions for the end of this game? The Los Angeles Ballers come back with a storybook finish. Do the New York Ballers hold on for the W?
Nice pass there by Jerry Antoine.
Jerry Antoine with the steal. And then another nice pass to Calvin Brown. Demba Timbo with the block, though. Blocking call. 3 seconds left in this third quarter. The score is 101. New York Ballers, Los Angeles Ballers, 81. 20-point ball game. This New York team showed up today, ready to fight, protect home court advantage.
Melo misses both.
Chris Lacey tried to hit a buzzer beater there.
101-82. New York Ballers leading this LA Ballers team. You may be shocked, but this New York team is not, as they go into the fourth quarter leading.
Coach Marvin McCullough excited about this lead here, but I'm sure he's letting this New York team know, don't get comfortable going into this fourth quarter. So we see New York is flipped it here, dominating the rebounds, 71 rebounds to 35 rebounds, 20 assists, sharing the ball. New York with 30 turnovers, and they still have the lead here. Shows you how great they've been shooting on the offensive end. Nolan Irby, a welcome addition to this New York squad. Nolan Irby reminds me of this movie I watched. It's called Space Jam. And it was the Looney Tunes, and they were taking on the Monstars. And they said, look, man, I don't think we're going to win. We need somebody. They went and called a guy named Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan did what he had to do. But the real hero of that movie was Dan Aykroyd, who joined the team late.
It's Bill Murray, actually.
Bill Murray, that's his name. Bill Murray, who joined the team late, went out on top, a champion. Folks, that is Nolan Irby today, doing what needs to be done for this New York team to get the W. Calvin Brown is playing like Michael Jordan in that movie.
Nice drive right there by LaMelo Ball. This might be takeover time for Melo here in this fourth quarter. And you see he waved off, he moved, he cleared out. Brandon Phillips on that last play knew that he wanted to attack off the dribble, was able to finish through the contact to get the and one.
LaMelo Ball with 34 points. Warsana Kamara kicks it up to Jameer Killen. Jerry Antoine. All right, we're starting to see this LA defense pick up.
Oh!
Jerry Antoine again with another big block. 2-on-1. Calvin Brown wanted Jameer Killen to throw that one back up to him in the air. He wanted the lob there. Calvin Brown was looking to bring this build into his knees. Warsana Kamara saves what could have been a turnover. Slowing it down, getting this offense started. Taylor Kirkham out. Nice pass to Niles Malone.
101-87, down only 14. That's the thing with this LA team. It doesn't take them long.
Couple strong stops. This is the thing we talked about earlier. New York does not want to get caught trying to play at the pace of this LA team. Calvin Brown called for a foul. Demba Timbo. 10 minutes and 40 seconds left in this fourth quarter. New York Ballers leading 101. Los Angeles Ballers 87. Folks, Los Angeles looking like they're going to fight this one until the finish.
Well, I mentioned to you that I spoke with LaMelo Ball at halftime. He definitely was not happy about the performance that his team was playing with. And he definitely was going to try to do whatever it took to close this game out with a win. And he said that one of the main things was they needed to rebound the ball better. So as we see, as my stats at the end of the third quarter, New York is leading this team, leading the rebound battle 61-33. So he definitely knew that there's a huge issue, huge disparity in the rebound column as he's leading the team with 34 points, Calvin Brown with 33. It's going to take more than just LaMelo Ball to close this one out.
Yes, Calvin Brown shooting 81%. 2-point land. Folks, shooting 81% from the field from inside the arc. You can win like that. Folks in the comment section think that these New York Ballers could probably take on the New York Knicks. I love to watch that game. I'd get a ticket.
It's very possible that they could probably beat the New York Knicks. As bad as they've been over the past few years. Sorry, any New York fans, if you're watching, that's just the truth.
Demba Timbo here at the free throw line. Looking to add to his 9 points on the day, and he does. 10 points for Demba Timbo. 7-footer from Montreal, Canada. One of the cool things about the Junior Basketball Association that we really haven't talked a ton about is after this season, the top players from this league will join the JBA USA team. They will be taking on professional teams internationally for the remainder of the year. Beautiful
nice
pass
by Nolan Irby to Calvin Brown.
Calvin Brown with a strong finish. Calvin Brown showing us why Long Island is called Strong Island. And Jameer Killen playing some tight defense. Jameer Killen harassing LaMelo Ball right there on that last possession. New York ball forcing the turnover. Check out this dunk by Calvin Brown. Calvin Brown is putting on the show. Looking like a robot right now. Niles Malone out in the break. Easy bucket there. Doesn't happen often here in the Junior Basketball Association. Calvin Brown.
Good job to set this back up.
Calvin Brown driving right by Demba Timbo.
They need to do that every single time, maybe. He cannot stay in front of Calvin Brown.
Jameer Killen
there. Nice block by Brandon Phillips.
9 minutes and 20 seconds left in this fourth quarter. This New York team not letting off the gas.
Well, they're going to have to. They're going to have to keep it going. Move this ball against that press like they've been doing the past few possessions.
That right there, you're seeing the height of Nolan Irby come into play right there as the 6'6" LaMelo Ball towered over him as he tried to attempt what could have been an easy layup.
Scott Harris checks in for Brandon Phillips. Scott Harris has 5 personal fouls, which is the reason why you didn't see him for much of that third quarter.
Calvin Brown. Look at those rebound totals again. 81 rebounds for this New York team. Los Angeles 42. Almost doubling them rebound totals.
You know, we've spoken to LeVar Ball quite often, and those of y'all who have listened to some of his interviews when it comes to talking about the particular system that he likes to run, which is basically what this LA Ballers team is. He always says that typically the team who shoots the most shots and gets the most rebounds wins the game. And right now, this LA Ballers team is losing that battle very evidently, as Jerry Antoine is having a big game tonight.
Taylor Kirkham has some amazing vision as he finds Scott Harris.
Well, I said it before, he just has an unbelievable feel for the game.
Calvin Brown, one-on-one with Demba Timbo. Coach Robert Sticks Mitchell tells him, attack. And he does so, able to draw contact and a foul.
Well, like I said, I mean, if they're able to get it back into a half-court set and they can get Calvin Brown on Demba Timbo, they're going to have to ISO Calvin Brown because there's no way Timbo can stay in front of him. And I'm not a huge fan of ISO ball, but if there's a clear mismatch, then you have to exploit that.
Have to get into attack mode when there's a clear mismatch. Folks, let us know if you're watching internationally, where would you want to see this JBA USA team play?
There's a clear push off on LaMelo Ball, who has now picked up his 5th foul. He's already fouled out of a JBA game earlier this season. The last game, actually. The way things are going now, they were able to close that game out, but there's probably no way they can close this game out or come back and win if LaMelo fouls out.
Another beautiful pass by Nolan Irby, this time to Jerry Antoine, who slams it home. It's Los Angeles team right now. It's not looking good for them. They are able to mount this comeback. It'll definitely be a historic game. If that happens, it'll have to be on the backs of LaMelo Ball and Niles Malone.
Doyle Balthazar calling a timeout here.
That was that last play from New York. It's a drawn-up play by Coach Marvin McCullough.
Clear miscommunication there on that handoff. No one knew who to guard when Jerry Antoine got that ball at the handoff. As we see our next game, we have Dallas versus LA and Houston versus Atlanta July 3rd in ATL, Atlanta, hot Atlanta.
ATL, shout it.
That's right, Infinite Energy Center. Make sure you show up and show out ATL. The crowds have been much improved these past few games. Cities have been lively for sure for their hometown teams. Make sure you come out, get some merch at the pop-up shop. LeVar Ball will be in the building. Great JBA League game.
This New York team is Millie rocking all over LA right now. And this arena is Millie rocking as B. Jones, the DJ.
B. Jones, shout out to B. Jones.
Has the whole building rocking. I'm about to get up and start Millie rocking myself, folks.
I've seen your Millie Rock in action. It's actually pretty impressive.
I got a pretty strong Millie Rock, folks.
Don't hurt him with the AB.
I won't hurt nobody. Got 7 minutes and 26 seconds left in this ball game. New York Ballers leading 113. LA Ballers 94.
Again, if you're tuning in, let us know where you're tuning in from. We'll do our best to shout you out. To see someone from Melbourne, Australia, Doyle Balthazar, definitely not happy right now. He is close to losing on that sideline right now for the LA Ballers.
I will tell you this, though, Coach. Doyle Balthazar does look good. That silver jacket. Morisana Kamara. Beautiful lay-in. Melo able to draw contact.
LaMelo Ball has a very impressive layup package. I mean, he does some moves when he gets close to that basket that is just very hard to replicate.
JBA going to Russia.
So what's up with the JBA 2K19? Again, stay tuned. You never know what's going to happen.
You never know. Be on the lookout for an app or something. All right, this LA team looking to make a run here in attack mode.
We have someone tuning in from Edinburgh, Texas. Shout out to Edinburgh, Texas.
Edinburgh.
Ernest Kangwa from Dallas. Thank you for tuning in.
Francis Mensah looking to check in for the New York Ballers. Newark, New Jersey. Pretty close by.
Pretty Romeo says, in New York, AB, we Millie Rock. Something you know quite well.
Oh, trust me, I know how to Millie Rock. Nolan Irby. Jameer Killen.
Johnny on the spot.
And playing very strong this evening. Solid minutes. Melo trying to shake him out his shoes, though. That's that layup package that you spoke about.
He just does a wonderful job finishing on both sides of the glass. I mean, it's just, at 16 years old, you don't typically see that, especially someone that's 6'5", 6'6". A lot of times, 6'5", 6'6" guys in high school probably playing a forward or a center position, depending on their team.
This New York team continuing to dominate the boards. Got Calvin Brown looking to check back in after taking a breather.
You always want your best players on the court to close out the big games, and this is a huge game. You want to make sure that you don't leave anything left unturned. Harlem in the house.
If you in this New York area, you should be here tonight. If you in the New York area not tuned in, I mean, if you're in the New York area tuned in and you're not here, you might be taking the L this evening.
Rudy Jr. from Tacoma, Washington.
Got Coach Marvin McCullough here telling his team, stay relaxed, got the lead, make the smart play, continue to build.
Robinson from Melbourne, Australia as well. Shout out. Coach Taylor Nelson from Memphis, Tennessee.
Los Angeles Ballers coach telling his team right now, you're down, but you're not out. Reassuring them that they have enough offensive firepower that they could easily put up 19 points in the 5 minutes and 46 seconds that we have left in this ball game. We watched LaMelo Ball when he was over there in Lithuania playing for BC Vytautas against one of the top teams. Zalgiris hit 4 or 5 3-pointers in a row. It wouldn't be outrageous to think that that could happen here today. All right, we got Greg Floyd, who's on the bench right now, looking like with his ankle wrapped up here. Looks like he's out for the rest of the day. New York team taking their time, milking that shot clock. Morrisana Kamara with a 3-ball, solidifying this lead. Coach Dix Mitchell chanting, go New York, go New York, go.
It's a Ninja Turtle reference.
Yes.
Well, nice defense there by LaMelo Ball. Euro
LaMelo
step
Ball
with the finish, nice.
Layup package is still being upgraded as we speak.
You can't run now.
4 minutes and 54 seconds left in the ball game. Jameer Killen bringing it up the court, splits the defense.
If that's on LaMelo, that's 6.
Foul is on LaMelo.
That's 6 fouls on LaMelo Ball. Second straight game he is fouled out.
4:46 left in this ball game. New York Ballers leading 122. Los Angeles 102.
Shout out to Pensacola in the house. P-Cola.
Pensacola, y'all must have forgot. From Pensacola, you mustn't. So you just messed up my quiz.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Body headbangers.
Mobile, Alabama is very
Calvin
close
Brown
to
still going to work.
Calvin Brown just not slowing down.
Calvin Brown methodical this evening with his motors. Taylor Kirkham. Brandon Phillips, a guy who can shoot it from outside. Francis Mensah is yelling for that outlet. Unable to finish the jam he wanted to put on the show here for his hometown crowd.
New York needs to slow it down. They don't need to be in a rush right here.
Morisana Kamara, his face says exactly what you said.
There's no need for that foul there by Calvin Brown. Three minutes and 43 seconds left. New York leads 124 to the LA Ballers 102.
Somebody in the comments needs to know, what is a layup package? Can somebody provide him with the definition?
Yeah, somebody in the comments, why don't you educate our fellow brethren on what the layup package consists of?
Definitely know that I have a layup package that is second to none.
Which player on NBA 2K are you referring to?
Just me.
Oh, yourself?
Yes. Oh. A dunk package as well.
I've yet to see either of those.
Mine consists of Dunkin' Donuts, though. Nolan Irby working. Nolan Irby's basketball IQ is on full display. His vision, able to find these New York teammates. Beautiful pass again. Jameer Killen, another strong finish.
Jameer Killen coming out of his pants with that and one finish.
Jameer Killen letting us know once again that when you use the weight room, it tends to have results. When you get up and you mix that protein shake, you tend to get results. And when you're from West Philadelphia, born and raised, and on the playground is where you spend most of your days, you tend to be able to ball. When you're shooting some b-ball outside of school, you tend to be able to ball. Jameer Killen, West Philadelphia in the building.
He's been huge for them tonight, AB.
Then Matembo trying to go to work, get his. Calvin Brown with another board. I want to see Calvin Brown's box score right now. He's got to be close to a triple-double.
Nolan Irby. Have yourself a game.
I will admit to you all, when we heard of the addition of a new player to this New York squad, we were thinking they're definitely going to go get somebody big, 7-footer, try to match up. We've seen they were adding Nolan Irby. We're like, man, another guard? But
he's played very huge tonight.
Yes, he showed us why he's the newest addition of these New York Ballers. He's putting on the show. Folks, we got 2 minutes left in this ball game. Let us know right now, who do you think is the MVP of this game? Looks like the New York Ballers are going to come away with this W. Who is the MVP of this game? Who do you want to talk to after this game is over? And let us also know what questions you want us to ask. Melo Ball fouled out of this game, scoring 44 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. Just not enough. This New York squad who is doing it by committee. Calvin Brown, Nolan Irby, Morisana Kamara, Jerry Antoine II. All playing some very great basketball this evening.
Nice pass there by Taylor Kirkland to a cutting Brandon Phillips.
Got Brandon Phillips looking to go to work down there, get himself a few buckets. Calvin Brown. Have a New York timeout with 57 seconds left in this ball game. New York leading 130. The upset over the Los Angeles Ballers, who have 108 points. Folks, this was not expected. We expected this to be a pretty close game, but not by this margin. Calvin Brown, 41 points of his own, 16 for 20 from two-point land, still shooting 50% from behind the arc, 60% from free throw line, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. Big game from Calvin Brown.
Huge game from Calvin Brown. And I'll be honest with you, AB, I'm not entirely surprised, mainly because of what I saw from them in the last game. And I mentioned this, the way that they switched their style up a little bit on the defensive end, they seem to have found an identity with knowing that they're the smallest team in the JBA, but they're also going to play to their strength, use that speed and quickness, and they were able to exploit that against this LA team to come out with this W.
Chris Lacey holding on that ball. Morsana Kamara gonna milk some of this clock. Trying to get to those 0-0-0s. Drives to the basket. LA team kicks it up. Calvin Brown still going hard right now. Not giving up any easy buckets. This New York team looking to get revenge today. I must say, mission accomplished. They cruise to a dominating victory over this Los Angeles Baller squad on the backs of Calvin Brown and Nolan Irby. 18 seconds left in this ball game, folks. Eight seconds left in the ball game. How many folks in the comment section think Los Angeles will still have a chance to come back? .8 seconds left. And folks, that is the ball game. New York able to pull off the upset here in Long Island, New York. Hofstra University. David Macarena, 103 New York Ballers. Los Angeles Ballers, 108. Folks, this was an amazing game for this New York team, who is now on a win streak with their second win in a row. New addition to the team, Nolan Irby, showed up and showed out today. The tail of the tape here, 93 boards for this New York squad. LA with 55 boards. Proved to be a very big key for this game. At halftime, when we talked to LaMelo Ball, he said we have to rebound more. He couldn't have been any righter. 26 assists for this New York squad. Sharing the ball at a high level. New York able to get the W even after having 36 turnovers. 20 steals from that Los Angeles team, who is strong in the press for most of this game. All right, let's go to the interview. We have Nolan Irby and Brandon Williams.
I'm here with Nolan Irby of the New York Ballers winning squad. Nolan, first game in the JBA. How does it feel?
Feel good. It's just a long time coming. Been playing ball all my life. It feels good to get an opportunity.
Well, how did it also feel to be in your first game here in Long Island, here in your home team in New York? How did that feel as well?
It felt good. I had a lot of support in the crowd. My family, my close friends came to support me. It just feels good. It feels like home.
Not only that, but you joined the team just this week. And how were you able to develop the chemistry this quickly with this already established team?
Oh, them guys is pros. They know what they're doing. They know how to play together. I just came in, and they made it easy for me. I'm not making it easy for them. They're making it easy for me, honestly.
Congratulations on the win. Let's take a look at some of the stats from these players.
All right, see, we have it here. Calvin Brown, 41 points, 10 boards. LaMelo, 44 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 7 steals. Man, quadruple, 5, 5, and 5 there. A great game from LaMelo. Fouled out, though, there in the fourth quarter. All right, so right now we have Coach Marvin McCullough with Brandon Williams.
All right, we are here with New York Ballers head coach Marvin McCullough. Coach, how does it feel to knock off this undefeated LA team?
Well, I guess they're not undefeated anymore, man. You know, it's good that we came home, had a home stand. You know, it's great that we had a home and home, and you know, we bring the crowd out. Everybody come watch LaMelo Ball play, you know, and support their New York team. That was well appreciated, and the boys came out to play. They played hard, man. Played really, really, really hard, really smart, and I enjoyed it.
Well, you mentioned about playing at home. How did it feel as a New York native from Harlem? How does it feel to play in front of this hometown team?
Well, I mean, we out here in Long Island, but I guess it's better than nothing, you know. But a lot of guys came out to see these guys play, and, you know, to play in front of your home crowd and to win for them. And, you know, it's a good feeling. You know, we were 1-2, now 2-2. You know, we won 2 games in a row. That's good going into the second half of the season for us.
You won 2 games in a row. How does this New York team keep it going, like you said, in the second half?
You just got to keep it up, man. You got to keep up the same things that we've been doing. Playing hard, playing smart, you know, and working with mismatches. And, you know, Jameer Killen and, you know, with his aggressive, you know, high energy, going for dunks, going fearless, going to the basket. You know, Calvin Brown, you know, doing it on the boards and filling up the stat sheet. And, you know, it's just we don't have that one single player, you know, which I love. We have a collective group of guys who are playing very well together. And, you know, we have a new point guard, you know, that was added, and he played his behind off.
And real quickly, speak to the player Calvin Brown tonight. He's playing in his home crowd, Long Island, Strong Island. Talk about young Calvin Brown and how he played tonight.
Calvin, he has big-time minutes. And like I told him, with big-time minutes, you have big responsibilities. You know, you continue to be aggressive in scoring, but he has to play smart. And he's been doing everything that we've asked him. You know, he asks a lot of questions, and he's getting better as we go.
Congratulations on the win, Coach.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Now we'll take out the highlights from the players.